Dana Abercrombie, The Koalition. Thank you so much for speaking with me. Both of you, this movie was fantastic. I know that you play Lieutenant Hart and you play Terry. So I was wondering, the overall theme is, what are you fighting for? It's about you. Everyone has a purpose. So for your characters, what would you say would be the main goal for them?
I think for Lieutenant Hart, her main goal was, in drafting people into the future, was about saving her loved ones in the future. And I think that's what really drove her to keep bringing people, keep leading people into the slaughterhouse, basically. Was the love that she had for her family in the future.
Yeah, I would say Commander Greenwood, his mission, and that's to protect Romeo Command at all times. And then just on a bigger scale is just humanity in general, and just being the best soldier he can be, so we can continue to live and prosper in the future. And I just think that was a simple version of what my character was fighting for.
Right. Now, this is both kind of like an action time travel movie. So I was wondering, there's a lot of sequences that are beautifully shot. It looks wonderful. Was there a particular sequence for both of you that you really enjoyed filming, but you still wasn't sure about how it would work when you on screen?
Yeah, for me, it was the ending. The final scenes of my character, without giving it away. Like, I was shooting at nothing, a lot of times we had to use our imagination to fill in for the aliens. And I got to just go all out and scream and just let out all the frustration. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I liked it. It came out good. Yeah.
I think mine was just I know it's just a part in the film where I really just have to struggle with holding the alien back, and I just wanted that to look real, because at first I had to do it with nothing, and then sometimes I would do it with a VFX guy, but that was tough, because if it doesn't look like you're struggling, that could come off. And then we were using a string that sometimes would not have would have too much slack, and then it would look loose. So I was just you had to fake that as well, hold that as well. So I just really wanted that to look authentic. And I felt like it did when I watched it, so I was happy about that.
It did. As actors, I was wondering, what when you're dealing with the imagination, because it's not there, is it the cues that you rely on, or is it how you already maybe see the alien and how you perceive that scene that keeps you in that moment?
Sometimes it was the alien, but I like to go, what is my character feeling in this moment? And do I have a correlation to, do I have a relationship to that feeling? What was a situation I felt before that is similar to what the character is feeling? And if I can pinpoint that and pinpoint who specifically was making me feel that way, sometimes I just use them as opposed to the alien.
Yeah, mine would be kind of like the same thing with Jasmine, is using your imagination, or kind of substituting something in that place to kind of help you get to the truth. Or it'd be the setting. The setting is everything for me. If the setting feels real, like when we were in the nest, it was hot. We had the fire around. I was sweating really on top of fake sweat. So that just helped me. I was like, yo, there's a lot going on. I think that really helps me get into the space.
Right. Now, if Lieutenant Mary and Terry were to survive, no spoilers, how would you describe your character's perfect day?
I think I'd be back in the Lieutenant Hart would be back in the future. She'd be hanging out with Greenwood. And we would have a day off, and I don't know. Well,
futuristic stuff, whatever we was doing.
Whatever.
Future, right?
Maybe because she's a pilot, so maybe she'd go take you on a plane ride or something. So I don't know.
Plane ride.
Yeah.
That's great.
Play with the jump link.
Play with the
jump another 40 years ahead of time, just because we got this time travel machine.
So speaking of that, is there a particular time or decade that either of you would love to visit?
I would probably love to go back to the 70s. I'm a huge 60s, 70s Black Panther world, kick it with Angela Davis, that sort of thing for me. Yeah,
I like the 80s a lot.
Yeah,
Very.
Yeah, I really like the 80s, just the aesthetic, the music. I want to go to an 80s club back before social media and just be nosy. And just be nosy.
Right.
For sure.
That's great. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate
No
you.
problem. Thank you.